What's up, everyone? Today we are back with another lightsaber build video, and today we are doing Darth Maul's lightsaber. Now, just in case anyone out there is curious about where I'm getting these 3D printed lightsabers, I am getting them from a fellow YouTuber, and his username is Silver Octagon Technologies. So if you're curious about the process of how he prints these lightsabers off himself, head on over to his channel and check it out. He does a remarkable job with printing the lightsabers, and they come very quickly. So I would suggest heading on over to his channel to check it out if you're curious about the process. But anyway, here's what you'll need for the build. This is what you'll need. Now first, very obviously, you'll need an actual Darth Maul lightsaber. You can get this from anywhere. I mean, they even sell these at Walmart, but it obviously will not be as good of a quality as the one that I've got from Silver Octagon Technologies. But it doesn't matter. It's whatever your preference is. I was willing to spend a little more than a Walmart version, and I'm happy with my purchase. Once you have your lightsaber, the paints you will need, and as always, you do not have to use the exact colors that I use. These are just the colors that I'm using to go for the desired look that I favor. You will need the flat protective enamel, brown obviously, and this time we are foregoing the black and using brown because I'm going to go with a much different look and design this time. We will be using the metallic aluminum once again, and we will be using 4 brand new colors: antique copper, antique gold, chocolate brown, and Christmas green. Now all of these are metallic paints, so they will be a little more shiny than the flat colors. You will obviously need paint brushes, tape to tape off the desired locations to make sure that you get clean, crisp lines, and you will need a sanding brick. Once again, I use this specific sanding brick because red has a tougher grain and the gold has a finer grain. The sanding brick is extremely important because you will need to sand your entire lightsaber down to make sure there are no rough edges and that everything is smooth, so that way your paint for your final coating will be smooth and perfect and exactly what you want. Once again, I am just suspending my lightsabers with fishing line, so that way you can spray it with your spray paint without worrying about leaving fingerprints and things like that, and it can hang to dry easily. Always remember to keep your safe distance for spray painting, which is about a foot away from your target that you're spraying. And if you're wondering why the Darth Maul lightsaber is now in 2 pieces, I requested that there would be a joint in the middle, so that way you could dual wield or have it in the traditional double-bladed form. So that way if you're walking around Comic-Con, you know, doing your cosplay as Darth Maul, and everyone's wanting to take a picture with you and your double-bladed lightsaber, you can always pull it in half, and then both of you will have a half to hold in the picture. It'll be a little more epic that way. But anyway, if you remember from our last Star Wars video, which was the Rey's lightsaber build, I like to do things in 3, so I will be putting 3 coatings of paint of every single color that we use. I apologize for the neighbors in the background, but they are having some fun with their children in the backyard, so no one can blame them, right? Also, my second lightsaber just fell, so I'll be right back. Okay, now we have our lightsaber back in place. We have our 3 coatings of the brown spray paint, and now we've taped off the sections that we want to remain brown. And now it's time to add our metallic aluminum to give it that classic silver lightsaber look. So as I'm sure you can tell, I am starting to run out of daylight a little bit, so I may have to finish painting this tomorrow when it's a little bit more daylight out, but that's okay. We got the big important part done today, or the most time consuming anyway, and as you can see, that came out lovely. Man, I'm very happy with that. It is extremely clean looking. Holy cow. Man, let's see if this side came out as good. Nice. Look at that. Man, what I was going for was right in here, in these sections, I wanted them to remain brown. So this right here and these supports, super easy to cover up, but I wanted to make sure that that stayed brown, and I am very, very happy with that. Let's see what the other one looks like. Man. Look at that. My gosh. This one has been turning out so clean. Now for y'all sitting there watching, wondering, what in the world? Aw, we got a little bit right there. We're gonna have to touch that up, but that's okay. It's definitely not too big of an issue to fix. But as I was saying, for y'all sitting there wondering, what in the world is he doing leaving random sections of this brown? Well, tomorrow, hopefully it will make a little bit more sense when we start painting the rest of it. But just know, at the moment, I am very happy. That's your typical Darth Maul look. Silver Octagon Technologies did a heck of a job with this. And it comes right apart. So you can dual wield. Epic. Super, super happy with this so far. Alright. We are back with day 2 of our Darth Maul lightsaber build. And we have the fun part left, which is to turn this base paint job into what we personally want. And once again, I'm going to go with a non-traditional lightsaber look, and I'm going to make this look very worn and beat up, and I'm going to use extremely different colors than Darth Maul had, because his was only silver and black. I'm going to be using many different ones. So this is what the current rough draft looks like for the clean look. This is before I mess them up, of course, and make them look all worn and rugged. But I figured since last time I did not give a comparison, I would give one this time for before and after for what they look like. So if you wanted a clean looking Darth Maul lightsaber, that was, of course, non-traditional, because there was never any green whatsoever on Darth Maul's lightsaber. But if you want a clean looking lightsaber, you would stop here when making your own. And that's what it looks like put together, of course. But for those people out there like me that likes that worn down, rugged, nasty look, you'll have to continue with me. So here is my final finished product, my Darth Maul double-bladed lightsaber that I completely took my own rights to make. I did not do the traditional lightsaber in any sense. This is just what my personal preference is. You do not have to do it this way. I just prefer to have the things that I make look different from the norm. That's just my style. Hopefully, you've got a few tips and tricks from this video on how to make your own custom lightsaber. And again, the quality of the lightsaber makes all the difference. So I just have to give Silver Octagon Technologies one more shout out, because these lightsabers were absolutely top notch and they made all the difference for my build. Now, as you can see here, I made them look extremely weathered, and hopefully that's actually picking up on camera, because I do realize that the daylight is fading pretty quickly here. It took me a lot longer to paint these than I thought it would, but I am really impressed with the results. I think I am going to give you a close-up though, just in case, because I would hate for you to not see the finished product just because the light is starting to fade. Here's a bit of a close-up look for you. Just showing the weathering technique off for how to make it look old and rustic, like you just found it laying on the ground somewhere. And again, these are the colors that I chose because I wanted my Darth Maul lightsaber to look completely different, and I love the outcome. That's what the end of the lightsaber looks like. Looks like it's caked in soot, exactly the way I wanted. And even these small details like this, like these right in here, don't skimp out on the small details because they help sell it. That brown in there was originally silver, and I almost decided not to do it, but I'm super glad I did because it looks amazing with the background with the brown up here. This is just another angle. Again, super happy with how this turned out. This may be my absolute favorite build that I have done so far. And here's just a look for you in the double-bladed form. Again, I'm sorry about the neighbors in the background, but like I said previously, I'm not going to judge them for having fun with their kids. However, that is all the time that I have for this video. Leave a comment down below how you would have personally done your Darth Maul lightsaber, because I am extremely interested to see what your thoughts are on this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, It goes a long way with encouraging me to do more videos like this, because I personally love doing these for you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.